Okay, so this class is going to be about balance, body weight work. You can stretch, you can take it deeper, you can take a pull back. Elliot's going to show modified versions of things, and I'll try to explain. If you have any questions, let us know. But I like to do it barefoot. You don't have to. A lot of people start in socked feet. It's great to have a mat with you, and you don't need a mat, but you might get sweaty. It's best if you have an area where you can really at least get good grip or hold on to things where you don't feel too slippery. A carpet, you know, you'll figure it out. But let's start with just a little waking up, warming up here. So just taking right knee lift, then left knee lift, right and left. So we start off with a little balance work. It'll heat you up faster than you think. And again, if you want to modify, you could just follow Elliot a bit. He's pretty good through the hips there. Nice knee drive, but we like a lot of good hip flexor work and knee drives. Okay, and pay attention to see if you're leaning side to side as you do this. Try to be nice and controlled in your movement. I'll move around through this whole bit, show you different angles and views. So no surprises, but we're gonna hold your right leg up right here, hold. So I'm actually gonna switch and call this your left leg, so I will mirror you, and you can do left leg facing me. Singles, right, then left. So right leg, then left. If you'd like to add a little arm movement, go for it. Hold your right leg up, hold 4, 3, 2, knee lifts right, left, left. And if you do need to hold on to something, you can grab a pole of sorts. So we've got a pole over there. Last 3, 2, and hold your left leg up, hold. A little longer this time. I call it koala bearing your toes. Try not to koala bear and grip the floor with that right foot. Hold your left leg up, hip height or higher if you can, and if you can go higher, pull it up past hip bone height. Okay, now we're gonna take your right leg and then pulse up, and you'll feel that heat come right in your right calf and left hip flexor and quad area. 5 counts. Last 4, 3, 2, and now single lifts, right, left. Okay, again, now hold that right side up, hold. Good. And then if you can, see if your knee is hip height or higher. Try to bring it up without tipping over. If that's gonna compromise your positioning, just bring it down a notch. Okay, and then let's give that a pulse. Just 8 more counts. Last 5. We have 4, 3. You can set that down. Single lifts, left. Okay, go ahead and hold that left side up again. Hold. All right, now this time point your foot, and then from there, lift it up. Okay, so I'll just turn to the side. So your leg is out, lift. It's a good long stretch through the front of the leg, top of the foot and ankle. Okay, chest lifted, shoulders down. You have 4, 3, 2, and then set it down and lift right, left. 3, 2, and you can hold the right side up, hold. And same thing here. Go ahead and extend your leg. You can point the foot and then start pulsing when you're ready. And if the pulse is just too much movement, don't do it. Just work on stability. Last 4, 3, 2, set that down. And now let's put the feet down. Okay, and then inhale up. Take a big breath and then reach up and back. And then come through, and I call this a dive. So just dive and a hinge at the hips. So I'll show you, you want to try to get towards about a 90 degree. Okay, and this is a great calf to hamstring stretch. Take the arms away behind you. And we're just going to take a little bit of an exhale here. Don't hold your breath. At your own breath, come down and push your chest towards either your legs, towards the floor. You don't need to arch your neck. Okay, and then let's bend the knees and then round your back and just slowly roll out. Okay, and then again, knee lifts, right, left. So right, left. We're starting on your right. Just because we're mirroring you, so we're going to be a right, left here. Okay, and then hold that right side up. Hold 4, 3, and now this time we're going to do midline crossing. So cross over and back. So I usually use the mat as a gauge. I try to tap my toe as lightly as possible. Again, without too much body weight shifting. And you want to squeeze that left glute at this point. You might feel a little tippy. If you're not used to this, your low leg starts to scream at you. Last 3, 2, we're gonna hold it center, hold it, 4, 3, and then openers. So we're gonna take your left leg and open, and then come back. Open, and come back. And again, if you need a little help, you can grab onto that pole and do a counterbalance, help you out. Okay. Some people like their arms up, but again, I would just focus on loosening up. Last 2, 1 more, hold it center. Okay, and then set that down, check out your other side. It might burn a bit, it's fine. Lift, so left, right, and again, hold that left side up. We're holding, hip height or higher, hold up optimally, and then take that midline crossover tap, tap and tap. And you don't want to be swiveling too much, just try to be squared off. Last 3, 2, you can hold that center, again, hold. And when you're ready, you can try the hinge to the side. Open, come back. And if it's too much, you just stay put again. So you have a newer leg here. You can do a tap down anytime you need to. Okay, you could just balance here, or you could still be doing openers. 4, 3, 2, foot down. Okay, take another, don't hold your breath. Inhale up. Reach up and back again. Okay, and now let's dive again and hold. Keep breathing out. I always think tailbone lifting to the ceiling, but heels down. Okay, and then let's bend the knees, soft bend, arms down, and you can sway, you can grab the opposite elbow if you would like to, and if you don't get head rushes, you do a little bit of a chin tuck. If you like to take the hands to the floor, go ahead and do that. Okay, and I'm going to turn to the side while he is there. Okay, so you're right here. And some people aren't able to touch the ground, so you might want blocks. Do you want any? Good. Alright, so just use blocks or books. You could stack up a couple of books and really just try to get that stretch going. If you can, try to press the hands down. And if you do get head rushes, like I get a lot of feeling like pressure in the head, so I pick up my face often. And then bend the knees. Okay, and we're gonna roll out of this and take it down another notch and start moving a little bit quicker. So let's come up with an inhale up. Reach up and back again, lift up. And come back forward for that dive. You should be getting a little bit looser now. And then take the hands down, and this time alternate a heel pickup. So you're gonna bring that thigh to your chest, the top of the leg, right to your chest, and just, if you want to sway a little bit side to side, go ahead, loosen right up. For me, I'm tight through the sides and definitely through IT band area. So I like a little bit of a sway when I first start out with this kind of workout. Okay, and now we're gonna take it down. So you're gonna put your hands right down and step back into a high plank. Okay, and I'll turn. All right, so you're in that high plank. Right, hands and wrists directly under your chest and shoulders. When you plank, you don't want to be doing this. Don't arch your back. You don't want to be sagging through the core to the legs. It's real hard to hold a perfect plank. For me, I tell my groups, flex anything that is facing the ground when you're doing a plank. So in your high plank here, you want to be flexing everything from, you're going to get work anywhere from shoulders, chest, you feel it through your core, the fronts of the legs, right through those quads to the shins. Another cue I give, you know you're in the wrong place if you feel your calves stretching. You don't want to be using the balls of your feet. You want to give yourself the hardest surface area that you can handle, which would be the least. So toes, if you can handle it. If not, you can also modify right down to the knees at any point. 4, 3, 2, now you're going to step your feet back forward so you can come up left, right, or right, left. Okay, and another way to get out of this is to step halfway up, halfway up. Then you can come a little more forward and then roll your way up. Okay, so you can do the modified, and I will do a little more advanced. So let's inhale up, and then take your dive forward, and then arms down, take a half lift, round your back, and stretch that upper back, and then hands down, step back to your high plank again. If you'd like a little more, you could rock forward and back, but you really want to be in a perfect plank for that. If you'd like to modify, just take it to the knees. Okay, so if you're rocking forward and back, you want to know to stop when you feel it through those upper abs and mid, and then send it back again without the calf stretch, bouncing you back or using momentum. Okay, and then let's take it to the knees for sure. And then we're just going to come on all fours here, and you can be feet. You can be tops of the feet to the floor, hands right under the chest and shoulders again, and then round your back. And then exhale, sink your belly and lift your chin. Okay, so this is cat and cow. So you're rounding your back, stretching like a cat stretches. And then take that belly deep, big cow belly there. Okay, and then round again. And then come back up. Okay, take an inhale and a nice exhale back up to your high plank. We're gonna move again and progress your workout. Okay, so you're gonna check in on those hips. So you're going to be starting to tap side, side. Okay, so tap side, side here. You could do right, left, or left, right. But again, you don't want that sag happening. For me, I'm heavier through the bottom half. So for me, my quads start dunking. For people who might be center heavy, you might feel like you need to arch your back to hold yourself up. Try to use your core, it's gonna be tiring. Plus 3, 2, okay, hold, and then come to the knees again. And you can round and sink. Big breaths. And if you do need a break, you can also come into child's pose. Last 4 counts. 3, 2. Okay, and now we're gonna move on to upper body work here to heat. Actually, no, I'm gonna go back to your hips. So come back right to your high plank again, and we're gonna be stepping up this time. So you're gonna step up, and if you need to modify, take those half steps, half step up, okay? And if you can advance it, step all the way up in line with your hands, okay? And then we're coming up. All right, and so because if you are not used to this, I'm not gonna go too quickly, but so for me, I've got butt down here to show you. Hands, I'm trying to get my hands inside my feet. Go ahead and straighten the legs, and again, that's a bonus stretch. And so if you need a break, come right back to this. I'm gonna do advanced. Elliot will take breaks as needed. Okay, but here's a great stretch. You can lift your face, take another breather. Okay, so everyone's here, and now go ahead and drop your butt again. Okay, and for me, I like to put my arms on the insides of the legs, and we're trying to come up. So another way you can modify is get something in front of you. So you can get a little bit of hold on. If you can, try to come up with the arms inside those legs. For me, I always feel like I'm gonna be bowing in or caving in. So I try to give a light, gentle push on the insides of the legs, and then hold that stretch. Again, remember, if you need to stand up or take a breather, you can put the hands down and come up, and then try it again. If you're tight in the hips, you will know the second you start this one. Crucial to learn a great squat with breaking 90. And another thing to mention when we do come down, because we'll move this stretch in a little bit, we're trying to get a flat back. A lot of times people end up looking like this, and I know you can just work on correcting your positioning. Okay, so let's go ahead and stand up. All right, and then bring those feet back in. Again, you might feel tight there, so bring them in. And lift again, actually right, left, so right, left. Plus 4, 3, 2, and then hold that leg up. Hold for 3, 2, and then take that crossover again. Tap, tap, 2 more. 1 more set. And then hold at center. Okay, set that one down and switch. Left, right, left, right. Plus 3, 2, and then hold that up. So it probably feels better, does it? Feels looser, feels good. Okay, take the crossover, point. If you point that foot, you get that bonus top of the foot stretch. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it up again. Hold. 3, 2. Okay, foot down. Inhale up. You might be holding your breath. I do it all the time. Reach up and back a little. And then again, dive. Find that sweet spot. You might already be coming down a little bit deeper. Try to keep your back flat. And then hands down. Take a quick round of the upper back. Chin tuck, half a lift. Hands down, step back to your plank. Hold. Okay, so let's add a little movement. So we're gonna take your right leg up and hold it up to the side here. And I'm gonna ask you to put this to tempo in a few seconds once we go over it. So if you can't get your whole foot flat, you can pull it back a little. Just don't give too much forward motion weight to this. Try to set the weight mid-foot to heel. And your opposite arm is gonna take the brunt of this. So then step back and check out your other side. Step your left side up. And if you need to modify, you can take a knee on this stretch also. Body weight work is no joke. And now let's step back, and then you're gonna do a toe tap instead of the whole flat foot down. So just your toe, and your range is gonna depend on how far up you come up the mat. So left, right foot, left. Okay, so it's gonna go right, come back, left. Just the toes. Back, and you'll see why once we put your whole foot down. So when you're in this kind of position, it feels upper body, okay, because our chest is doing a lot of this, and your core. Okay, last 2, and then hold in a plank. Hold, 3, 2, and then take a downward dog, actually. Same thing here. If this is too far back, you can do things like pedal pushes. Okay, and then your downward dog. Some people can't touch their feet all the way down. And you can work your way towards that. So just appreciate those pedal pushes, those heel pickups. Feels good. You can sway a bit. And you want to be trying to press your heels down and trying to get that long stretch feeling through the sides of your back. Get right through here. You want your middle fingers forward, hands nice and spread out for you. Okay, and then back to high plank. And then flat-footed step-ups. So right leg is gonna come up flat. You'll go back to plank, and then left foot steps up. So we're gonna move this to tempo in 4, 3, 2, tempo foot presses. Right foot, tap back, left foot. Come back. Okay, so 4 more. 4, 3, last 2. Okay, back to downward dog, hold. And you can take a break here if you need to. You can come right to child's pose, or you could come to all 4s. Okay, and then let's come up. And you're going to step up again. Right, left, or left, right, but wide. So you're doing that wide position again. Right, and then sitting down. Take a breath out. Big exhale. You might be heavy breathing. Great time to work on recovery breathing as you breathe out instead of holding your breath. All right, and now let's move this into a squat kind of feeling. So we're gonna stand up slowly. Okay, so squat positioning. You can take a quarter squat or a semi-squat if you need to. I'm gonna go ahead and show just a wider stance. If your feet are out pointed, let your knees follow your toes, and then start sitting, stand up. You'll sit, stand up. So you can modify your squat with a quarter or half a sit. A lot of people get to this point and then they stand up. You really wanna be breaking 90 and then driving up. The deeper you get into the 90 and below, the more glute and hamstring you will work. Drop, drive up, drop, stand up and be tall. Try to get that back flat. Last two. One more. Okay, now facing front, I'm gonna do right, left, oblique and a knee lift. So right, left. You can add that arm if you want. Some people move their arms. Some people hold still. And this is a wide angle here. 4, 3, 2, sit your squat again. Sit, come up, sit, come up. Try not to tip forward as you're coming up. Drop, straight up, drop, straight up. Next one, sit and hold it. Hold, breathe. Okay, let's take both hands down. Step back to plank again. So now you're breathing. You want to be able to control that breathing. We're going to do hovering. So you're going to be coming down like chaturanga, but when you come down, you want your arms in close to your sides, because when you do a push-up, you don't want to be out here. You want your hands right under your chest and shoulders. Okay, so again, that would be, a lot of people go like this. Start doing that. Don't do that. Hands right under your chest and shoulders. Okay, so your elbows are gonna come back. If you need to modify, come to the knees. Okay, so we're gonna do a 4 count drop. Use all the time you can. In 3, 2, take it down, drop. 4, 3, 2, and then stay right over the floor. Release when you need to. I'm releasing in 4, 3, 2, chest to the ground, tops of the feet down, and then come up and stretch. That's hard to do. You don't have to take that much time coming down. If you come up and it's hard to break that 90 at the elbow and you start flaring out, just take a knee, come down as low as you can, and then when it's time for that upward dog, you could be right here. If your palms or wrists are bothering you, you can come right here. Especially if you have a lower back issue. Some people don't like upward dog. Okay, so let's put that together. Come right up to high plank for 4, 3, step wide, right foot then left. Okay, so if your butt's up, drop your butt, square yourself off, and sit and take the stretch. Hopefully, again, feeling a little better than your first time here. And now move, drop, stand, drop, stand. Exhale as you come up. And this is really wide, so if you aren't able to break 90, just be conscious of not tipping forward and ending up looking like this. Okay, you wanna sit, come up. Last 2, 1 more. Come down and hold. And then both hands back down. Come back to your plank. Okay, now let's take your right foot and step it through. Okay, so you're gonna be doing moving lunges. Again, these are no balance joke. So you're gonna come up. When you're here, try not to be fully down on that leg. Take your chest off of the thigh, and your modification can be right here if you need to, okay? So we're gonna be on that right foot forward, left foot back. Okay, so you look like this, and then come up And we're going to try to stand up from here. Just stand up from there. Some people get the shaky shakes, the wobbles. Did you? Yep, okay. So you're right from here. You feel that nice stretch through that left hip, front of the hip. Okay, reach the arms up. And reach up. Try not to raise the traps up too high, the tops of the shoulders. Okay, reach up, maybe back if you can. Right, and your modification can be a little closer of a stance, and then just straighten out. You can keep your hands at the hips or waist for center of gravity. Okay, and if you can, foot's a little further back, up and reach. Okay, and then take your right hand down to the floor, a knee if needed, and then drop. Either press your hip to the floor or your knee, and then open up. So we're twisting here. You want your hips to the floor, chest and shoulders trying to twist over you. Okay, and then both hands coming down, put both hands on the inside, and then step your left, your left leg now. Okay, left leg comes up, and then sit back down. Hold 5 more counts. Last 4, 3, 2. We're going right back down. Set 2 on the other side. Just step back to plank. This time, your left side is going to step up. So left side steps up. If you want that knee, take that right knee down to the ground.
Adelante con la percusión.
We're going to do your lunges here in a sec, so let's move your left leg into the center here. I forgot that part. So we're going to get those moving lunges, or not moving lunges, but your high lunge stretch here. So you're going to come up, don't rest your chest on your leg, and then coming up, just try to stand up from there. I use the analogy, you want to imagine you have skis on. So you don't want, let me get your camera here. You don't want your foot to disappear behind the other foot when you're doing this. Get your feet in line with your hip track, like you're wearing skis. Don't let your skis cross. Okay, and then you have that reach up. You're stretching the hip flexor on the other side. And we're gonna take your twisting lunge after this in 4, 3, 2. So your right hand comes down. You can take a knee or just press towards the ground and then open up when you are ready. So now you've been over quite a few things, so I'm going to start putting things together. Let's put your left hand down, step your right foot up, and then right here we're going to roll out of this. And take knee lifts, right, left, bring it out, chest open, again, try not to cave, 4, 3, 2, hold your right side up, hold, crossover taps, toe taps, 8, 7, 6, feeling better for me, hopefully for you too. Last 3, 2, center and hold, and then check out your side hinge again here, side, back to center. Side, side, center, 3, just 2 more. Last one. Okay, that foot can go down. Let's step your foot back. So it'd be your left leg back. Take a reach up. We just came from this one. So your balance might be a little better because we started higher. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay, take your left hand down, left knee, or press your hip toward the ground a bit and then open up. And then bring your left or right hand down. We can step all the way up again and roll up. Okay, knee lifts left, right, left, right. Holding in 6. We have 4, 3, 2, hold that left leg up. And then you're tapping the other side of the mat and coming back. Cross tap. Last 4. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Okay, hold it, hold, and then you can open and close, open, bring it back in. Try to get 2 more. 2, last 1. And you can step that left foot down, step your right foot all the way back. Remember those skis. See if your feet are crossing or if they're in the same line. And then you can reach up. Stay a little taller or foot a little closer if you need to modify. Bring that left hand down or right hand down for you guys. And then open up. Last 4 counts. 3, 2, this time take both hands down, step your foot back. So you're back in that high plank. And we're gonna do the hover again. Knees or toes, lower yourself down. Drop 4, 3, 2, and hold. You can drop anytime you need to, but I'm gonna hold for 4 more counts. 4. All right, now you can come down and then release through to upward dog. You can stay lower if you need to, right here. And then both hands back down, press through to your downward dog. And see, while you're here, if you can look at those feet, if you'd like to walk them forward and back a bit, you can. I'm gonna turn to the side. So if you want to walk them forward, back, you can, or if you'd like to focus on, like we mentioned earlier, stretching through the back a little bit. So most people are tight through the calves, definitely hamstring tightness. You can walk your feet forward, you feel that gentle stretch through the calves. Backs of the heels, it's nice. You can find a place where you can exhale and try to press your heels down a little more. I always think of a kiddie slide. You want to make your body look like a kiddie slide. A lot of people try to come out of their upward dog and they start pushing up and their backs are rounded. Try to straighten your back, and I also think of pressing my chest either towards the thighs or more towards the floor. And then back to high plank, and then step up again. And you're going to sit and stretch. Okay, let's stand up and use 4 counts here. 4, 3, 2, release, then move quicker. Drop, up, drop. Next time, hold down, hold. We're gonna use 4 counts to break that 90. Come on, rise up. 4, 3, 2, then break 90, then move quicker. Drop, up, drop. 2 more moving squats. Drop, up. Sit this next one down, hold. Heart rate might be coming up. Keep your chest open. Don't shut down the chin to chest area. Okay, use your whole 4 counts. Come up. 4, 3, press through the heels, abs tight. Move your squat, drop, up. This is set 3, we're gonna finish 5. 2 more squats. Hold the next one down. Take a break whenever you need to. 8 more counts, holding the stretch. Check in, are you rounding? Stay open, breathe. 3, 2, use your time, 4 counts up. 4, 3, 2, then break 90, then move. 2 more sets to complete. Press through the heels, don't grip the toes. 3 more squats. 2 more squats. Hold down, hold. Don't come forward, don't use the toes. Keep the weight in the heels, back flat, chest straight forward. Holding. 4, 3, 2, 4 counts on the way up. 4, 3, you'll feel the quads. Move it, last set. 4, up, 3, 2, 1 more. Both hands down, come to plank. So hopefully you're breathing heavy. When you're breathing heavy, we definitely want to round or cave or change our form. Remember, everything on your front side facing the floor is flexing and working to hold you up right now. Don't use your back. You want to be using your chest, your shoulders, your stomach, your biceps, your quads, your shins. Do you feel your calves stretching? If you do, you're placing weight on the balls of the feet. Give yourself less surface area. That will make your plank harder. If you need a little more help, come to your elbows. Last 4, 3, 2, step your right foot forward between your hands. So you can do gradual step ups if that's too much. You can slowly work your foot up. If you can, step your foot all the way through. Okay, bring your back foot in just a little. So I've stepped mine in a little. And you're gonna try to stand from here. So drop to the knee, back knee is as low as the floor as you can take, and then stand up, or pull yourself up. So you're gonna move, working your left quad here. So drop, tap the toe, drop, tap the toe. If you can progress from here, we're lifting the right knee up, or left knee up, left knee up. 2 more. Next one, hold. You've been practicing these. 4, 3, crossover midline taps. 4, 3. Now move that lunge again. Drop, toe tap, or knee drive. 4, 3, 2 more. Last one, hold that left leg up. 3, 2, cross over again. 4 counts. 3, third, final set. Move your lunge here. Drop, either a toe or a knee. On the way up. Last 2. 1 more. Hold. 4, 3, 2. Take that crossover. 4, 3, 2. Foot down. Stop. Okay. Are you tight through the, okay. All right, I think he's gonna take a step off. All right, so we're gonna finish your other side. You're gonna take your left leg forward, step your right foot back. Okay, and then here again, you wanna find your lunge space. So if it's too difficult to drop to a 90 and a 90, just scoot a little forward. You really want to learn how to get past that 90-degree line on that front leg as often as you can. But if you need to modify, just shorten your lunge. When you're ready, we have 3 sets of dropping down, toe tap, down, toe tap. If you can, you're driving your knee up. Drop down, drive up, down, driving up. I'm going to face you again. 2 more. Next one, hold that leg up. Hold. 5, 4, 3, and just crossover tap 4 times. 4, 3, 2. Move your lunge set again. Down, up. If you can, it's a knee drive. If that's too much, just the toe. Last 2. 1 more. Hold your leg up. Hold. 4, 3, 2, then up and overs. 4, 3, 2, lunge, move it. Third and final set. 2 more. Last one, hold it up, hold. 4, 3, up and overs. We have 4, 3, 2, foot down. Okay, inhale up. Reach up and back. I like to move all the time because after sets like that, your heart rate goes up and you want to be able to still move and keep your workout going. Just pull it back a notch, but keep the workout going. Just it helps with learning recovery. All right, and then both arms down, around your upper back, tuck the chin a little bit. You can hang a bit. And then both hands back down. We're going back down for plank. And I'm gonna turn to the side and talk about push-ups. Okay, so you want your hands right under those chests and shoulders again. Your modification is right here. A lot of times people start push-ups and they go like this. Like I said earlier, okay? And you don't want to have too wide. You can widen up, but if anything, don't come forward. You don't want to have that Superman look. Your butt starts to come up. Your arms start going wide. You want to work your chest, your triceps, your stomach when you're doing a push-up. And you want your, I try to keep my thumbs in line with my chest. So I know I'm in the right place when you come down and then push up out of that. Okay, so you can definitely take the knees here. We're coming down, up. If you can, do a full body push-up, but I'll take it to the knees here. And if you want to keep tempo, or you can half-time this. Last 3, 2 more. 1 more, right back up to a high plank. Hold 8, 6, last 4, 3, 2, come to the knees. Stretch the arms long. Breathe out. We'll bring it down now. I'm gonna do a couple moving stretches for you. I'm gonna stand up. I'll do right foot forward this side. I'm gonna turn the mat so I can get a good grip. You're just gonna pick a leg. I'll do my right side forward here, left foot back. Check your foot tracks here. You're gonna take your right hand, we're gonna open up. Actually, your right foot is forward here. You're gonna take your left foot and turn it to the side. Think a little perpendicular. And if you need to modify, you take your right elbow towards your leg, and you can take a side angle stretch here. If you can take a little more, you can grab a block or your platform and put your arms straight down, and you'll feel a nice stretch here. Left side, reach up to the ceiling. If you are nice and flexible, you can take your hand all the way down to the inside of your foot. And I'll turn so you can see the other view, and you can let that foot go back a little and open up. Okay, we got a phone call. Sorry to interrupt that. Okay, so hand down, lift up. And you're gonna press through this foot and come up into a reverse warrior. So you're reaching your arm up. Your left arm can come down, reach up. If you need a little closer stance, come up a little higher. Could be right here. Just reach up. Don't let your shoulders come up too high. The tops of your shoulders, feel the stretch. You want to feel it through here. So if your arms are coming up too high right here, just bring them down a bit, then start stretching again. And then back down here to side angle. So I'll show a modified version. It could be here, or to your block, or all the way down. Now let's move this at a nice feel-good pace. Back up to reverse warrior. Some people put the arm behind, some people drop, some people stay straight up. Back down, side angle. Some people extend here. That feels amazing on that left side. Now let's move this 4 counts of each. Come up, reverse warrior for 3, 2, back down, side angle. You can extend. 2 more times. Come up and down. 4, 3, 2, one more time, back up, 4, 3, 2, and down. Extend optional. And then let's take your left foot, pivot it towards the front. And we're gonna take a switch here. So the other leg's coming up, and you want side angle. So we're gonna open up. And now the opposite foot is facing in the other way, they're perpendicular. Okay, so we're gonna come down for that side angle. You can come here, modification, another modification, but a little bit more. It's taking that block, setting it where you need to. If you're nice and flexible and fully warmed up, take it down and reach up. Some people can wrap also. Last 4, 3, 2, and getting a low battery. Memo. All right, now to reverse warrior. You're coming up, reach up. Modify by just bringing it in a little, step in a little closer. Another way to deepen it is to just spread your stance a bit or reach back a little. Okay, back down for side angle. Again, your options are here, here, or all the way down. Back up to reverse warrior. All right, now let's move this to 4 counts of each. Coming down, 3, optional extend, back up for 4, 3, 2, downside angle, 4, 3, 2, reverse warrior, up, and you can take that arm behind you to wrap. And again, 2 more sets. Down, you could extend this arm, back up. Okay, and now that arm is gonna come right down and pivot the back foot. And then back to plank. Hold here for just a few more seconds. Last 4, 3, 2, and child's pose. Step back. Okay, and do any recovery stretches you want. I will get some more content out to you, and if that was your first time doing that, that's hard to do, hard to get used to. We can add more material, body weight. It's a little bit of a challenge to get used to, but it's well worth it. One of my favorite workouts. So thanks for tuning in. Bye.